hello there folks, and welcome to my own house. It's Rabbie Burns here, Barrie Burns, sorry, the next door neighbour of Rabbie Burns, destined for obscurity, just like in the life of Brian. Is he the National Bard? No, he's just a naughty boy. Never mind, I've done the best with my awful poetry and my awful playing. And I'd like to welcome you here in the heart of Hullo to my very own Barrie Burns supper. And oh my goodness, what a feast we've got for you. Look, the table is set in 18th century style. Here we have one of my favourite dishes, brose and butter. Look at that, that's genuine brose. That's how I start every day, folks. And that's the way to live a full 36 years of life before you croak it. Can't go wrong with a wee bit of brose and butter in the morning. And that leads me nicely on to... brose and butter. All your carbs and fats in one bowlful. Fabulous, michty me, that was gie my love, brose and butter. I think that might be a euphemism in Burns' sense, but anyway, there's the original brose and butter. And of course we have our brose and butter, not with a silver spoon, but with a horn spoon, of course. Horn for horn, the scrape and stretch and strive. We'll be hearing a little bit of that later. That's because your horn spoon didn't go all corroded and rusty and green. See, and also you can get a bigger mouthful. That is just the bee's knees. Wonderful. So there we go, what an excellent start to Burns supper. Brose and butter, you didn't get that every day. Well look, we're very delighted to have our very own bottle of Robert Burns whiskey here. Look at that, you don't see that every day either. That's a genuine article borrowed from my father, who we might be getting a guest appearance from later in the show if we're very lucky, because he is a well-known Burns reciter of Burns poems around this area and beyond. And I'm hoping that he will join us. We'll just have to see if he's up for it. It's 83 today, by the way, my father. We'll sing a wee happy birthday to him later. Now, what are we? Oh yes, well, I'd like to introduce you to my table guests. On my left, on your right, we have the famous. Oh, where's this Tam O'Shanter gone? There's Tam O'Shanter with his wee Tam O'Shanter's fallen off. There it is. Wee Tam O'Shanter's fallen off after all the effort I went to before the show. It's always something goes wrong. There we go. It's more like a tiny tea cosy. Anyway, that's the best we could do under the circumstances. We're always working on a budget here, folks. I know it doesn't look like it. This is all cobbled together. And on right here we have surname Moose, Christian name Tea. Yeah, Tea Moose. Brilliant. That's what it's like the Mad Hatter's tea party here. Now, people always think that in the 1700s, Burns' day, he only lived to 36, as I said, 1759 to 1796, a very short life, but extremely productive. He burned like a very bright candle. Yeah, people always think that the food and general life conditions weren't that good. Rubbish. Look at the size of the eggs we have. This is what I have every morning for breakfast, a boiled egg. See, this is before we had battery caged hens. This is the size of your normal egg in the 1700s. It's delicious, and no wonder that people were fitter and stronger in those days. See them now, like that. Tiny. It's like the same with Mars bars and Snickers and all these things. They're all getting tinier and tinier. It's a clever marketing trick. Anyway, we're going to get on with the main part of the show in just a minute, which is of course the address to the haggis, which I know you're all waiting impatiently for. But first of all, I'm going to play another wee Burns tune. It's called Coming Through the Rye. Through the Rye, another classic by me, Barrie Burns, another Barrie B tune. Now, that was all very exciting, but now we're going to get on to the real McCoy here. We have got not just the address to the haggis for you, but with sideburns. But yes, it's Rabbie Sideburns. But we have got the genuine article, the latest invention in the 1700s. It's just come out. Tinned haggis, canned haggis. What a fantastic invention! And we're going to address this haggis. But just in case it goes horribly wrong, we have, in fact, here's one I prepared earlier. Look at that! I've got the real McCoy, champit, neeps, and tatties as well. So it's very heavy. So we're going to try and address the canned haggis first. Let me prepare myself. We're going to be needing this knife in just a minute. Okay, the knife, the fork, we're all ready. Therefore, your honest sonsy face, great chieftain of the tinned haggis race, aboon them all you tak your place, pinch, tripe, or thairm, weel are ye worthy o' a grace as lang's my airm. The groaning trencher there you fill, your hurdies like a distant hill, your pin would help to mend the mill in time of need, while through your pores the amber dews, the dews distill, like amber bead. I've mucked it up already. Then horn for horn, they stretch and strive. Oh, hold on. His knife see rustic labour dicht, and cut ye up with ready slith, gushing your trenching your gushing entrails brecht. Oh, I knew this would happen. Like only ditch, right? We're going to have to resort to the real haggis. Okay, back to cut you up with ready slicht. Oh, there we go. Trenching your gushing entrails brecht like only ditch. Oh, then oh, what a glorious sight. One, rich, reeking like a brechin. Then horn for horn they stretch and strive. De'll take the hindmost on the drive, till all their wheel swall kites belive are bent like drums. All goodman, most like to rive, they thank it tons. Is there that hour his French ragout, or olio would stow a sou, or fricassee would mak a spew with perfect scunner, looks down with sneer and scorn for view on sick a dinner. Poor devil, look at him o'er his trash, his as feckless as a withered rash, his spindle shank a good whiplash, his neve a knit through bloody flood or field to dash. Oh, how unfit! But mark the rustic haggis fed, the trembling earth resounds his tread, clapping his neve a wally blade, and he'll mak it whistle, and legs and arms and heads will sned like taps of thistle. O ye who mak mankind your care, and dish them out their billow fair, all Scotland wants nae skanking ware that louts in juggies. But if you wish her great through prayer, ye her a tinned haggis. I thank you. Oh, well done me. I only had a couple of prompts there. Thank you very much, Brechin Senior. Now, this would be an excellent point to introduce you to Brechin Senior. It's his 83rd birthday today. It's his first appearance on this show. It's taken 3 years to persuade him to do it, but he's going to come and give a wee bit of a bird's recitation. Ladies and gentlemen, around the world, put your hands together for Robert Brechin. It's my dad. My dad, he's live on the show. I can't believe this. This is brilliant. Say hello to everyone, Dad.
Hello, everyone.
Everyone say happy birthday to Dad. Happy birthday, Dad.
Willie Wassell was a Webster kid. A Dalton tweet. I spoke to code at Lincoln Doody. Oh, Willie was a Webster kid. He could hold a clue on anybody. He had a wife, based dur and din. Tinkle Measy was her mother. Oh, sick a wife as well had. I wouldn't give a button for.
Thank you very much, Dad. That was brilliant. And can I just say that that button was actually handmade And my dad's own lathe with his woodworking skills, which is his main hobby these days, as well as doing jigsaws, which is what this table is normally used for. That's a giant jigsaw on the other side of the table. You can't see that. I have to very carefully move under pain of death. Thank you very much. That was wonderful. I'm sure the comments will be flying in, singing your praises. Now, just got a couple of little tunes to finish off because it's just a short show these days. And this one is called John Anderson, My Joe. Lovely, lovely. John Anderson, My Joe. Now, what could be better to drink with your Burns supper than a wee glass of port? I've not had port for ages. It was just dandy with the haggis. I'm just going to try this haggis. I was boiling it earlier. This is a real traditional boiled haggis. Not bad at all. Let's do a taste test with the canned one. Okay, this one's not been boiled, so it'll be an unfair advantage to the cooked one, but oh my god, it's solid. Look at that. That could last that could survive in a nuclear war. See, if you're wanting to stock up for the apocalypse, can you be better than tinned haggis? That's the way ahead. That's bloody good. That's bloody good. A wee bit of neats. And that is, you'll never know. What was it with tin? I think in a blind taste test, like, you know, the Pepsi challenge, you would be very hard pushed to work out which one's best. Oh, haggis reminds me, of course, to remind you all that I am the haggis eating champion of Oman, a small Middle Eastern country. In 2003, I think the award only lasts theoretically until the next Highland Games, but I don't know if there ever has been another Highland Games since the one that I participated in 2003. And seriously, I was a champion. I beat all these like big bodybuilder guys that were doing tossing the caber and you know, what else did they do? Hammer swinging and all that. Anyway, we were all lined up in this table, a crowd of hundreds watching us, with a family-sized McSween haggis. Must have brought in on a military transport because we normally never get that past customs. Family-sized, one each we had to eat. It was a vegetarian one, which is really hard to swallow. I mean, it's tasty, but it's crunchy, it's bulky, you know. A lot of roughage in it, a lot of nuts, a lot of seeds. You can't swallow that stuff quick. I was miles ahead of everybody, and I held up the empty platter, the no longer groaning trencher above my head. It was like Virginia Wade winning at Wimbledon, holding up the plate. It was one of the best days of my life, honestly. I've got an actual signed certificate from the British ambassador and a medal. One of the few medals I've won in my life. Anyway, that's enough about me. It's Burns Day after all. Well, not quite. 2 days' time. 3 days' time, but we're celebrating a little bit early. As I say, it's my dad's birthday, so. And he's a Robert as well, Robert Brechin, Robert Burns, very close. Dad used to do a lot of recitations of Burns at Burns suppers. In fact, that's one of the first things I can remember is going around playing my accordion at Burns suppers with Dad and my sisters doing Highland dancing. It's like the Von Trapp family, the Von Crap family. That was all good fun, good training for later in life. Little did I know I'd be still playing the same little accordion. I wonder I like it 40 years later. Right, we better end this show now because it's going too well. It's going too well. This looks great. I must get a candelabra every week in the show. It makes it look really, I don't know, gives it a certain authenticness. It gives it quality. It says quality. It says it's a quality production. That's what it says. Right, what have I not played yet that's vaguely Burns-ish? I can't think of any more Burns ones. He only wrote 400 songs. You think I could remember another one? Old Lang Syne. Perfect. Finish. We'll do the original version, the original melody. Lang Syne, the real version. Well, next week I'm going to be in Tunisia playing for a Burns supper, believe it or not, next weekend, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to do a show, but I'll certainly try from, I don't know, a beach somewhere, a desert somewhere. I don't know what the signal will be like over there, probably better than here. And so just to warn you, there may be interrupted signal, but probably not, it'll probably be fine. And I'm over there with somebody, so I don't know, who knows, maybe I'll persuade them to join in. Real live guests. Anyway, can't promise anything. You can never know what's happening from one week to the other these days, particularly in this show. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for celebrating Barrie Burns Supper. Barrie Burns Supper. Barrie Burns Supper. That's brilliant. That's a little bit hard to say though. I hope you've enjoyed eating along with me, singing and drinking along with me. And if you are going to Burns Supper this week, have great fun, and particularly if it's on the 25th itself, the actual day of the Bard's birth. And have a wonderful Burns week, and we'll see you again. Cheerio! Well, it was a good show, lads. Thank you. Now it's time to tuck in. I think that I might be able to recreate that magic moment from 2003 in Muscat, Oman. 1 tiny spoon, 1 giant haggis, 1 mouthful for man, one small mouthful for man, 1 giant mouthful for mankind. Oh my god, it's good. Oh yeah, I can still do it. I got this. Oh, it's so good. Oh, this tiny bit of haggis. You know what? We're going to have some of the tin stuff as well. Get in there. Oh, you get it. Oh, this is just the bee's knees. Why is it? Why left that on again? Oh my god, I don't believe it.